I was a contractor. I'm in business for 25 years, was in construction for 30, got out of that and went into residential real estate about 10 years ago. Now I still work with some flippers and we do some stuff locally, but my market's really hot and it's really hard to find good deals. And the market's so hot that like you have to overpay for everything. Yeah. So I decided I needed to find another way to generate some deals, and ended up just kind of stepping into this virtual world. This texting thing is awesome, by the way. I don't know if I have magic in my text or whatever, man, but I'm getting a lot of conversations. I mean, obviously I'm getting the FUs and all that stuff too here and there. And how'd you get my number? But honestly, even when you get the bad responses, if you're polite to them, a lot of times they pretty much sign off with a smiley face. I'll just say it that way. I mean, like most people aren't that upset. Every once in a while you do have it. All my quick responses are all try to be really nice. It's like, whatever, like it's sorry to bother you kind of stuff. If I know I'm not going to close it at the moment, be safe out there. That kind of stuff. And the texts have been working great, man. I'm so glad I found the system. This has been the best thing I found to actually have conversation with people. I would much rather jump on the phone to help try to push the process along. But, if they're not going to respond by a couple phone calls, like forget it. I'll go through text and it's working. I'm doing anywhere between 200 and 400 texts a day. I hit this guy up, and the address that I hit him up from, he wasn't looking to sell, but the text was, I'm not looking to sell that one, but I'm willing to sell this one. I said, tell me about it. And he said, well, I'm getting ready to list it, but I'd take a number for it. I said, tell me about it. What are the upgrades? What have you done the last few years? So then he sent me a text saying, it's turnkey rental, 2-1, blah, 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 all the stuff that was done to the house. And I said, well, I can have an offer for you today. And he came back at 106, and I'd wrap it up. And so I threw in there, well, and I don't have a partner. I said, well, my partner is thinking that's too high. Would you take 105? And I said, we can close by September 4th. And if that works for you, I'll write it up today. And then he kind of ghosted me for an hour and a half. I texted him back and said, can we do this today? It was all today through text. And the one I got last week was really similar, though I have to say I got most of it done through text. We got an agreement by text, but then he finally jumped on the phone and we were able to work it out through conversation, had a good conversation. We get the buyers out there. The numbers don't quite line up. Luckily, we were able to renegotiate it. We got it done. I mean, we closed it in 7 days. This is all virtual, by the way. I'm working a virtual market. So, I mean, I'm up in Philly and this is down in Florida.